Hey everyone, my name is Yulia and I'll be walking you through a quick, little easy follow along short stretch. So I just took a walk. This is a perfect post-walk stretch. So let's begin by lying down on our back and simply allowing everything to just soften, release any aches, any tension. Maybe remember how amazing your walk was and how good that is for your body. So simply beginning with softening the muscles in the face, relaxing the shoulders, the arms, hands, softening the chest, the upper back, relaxing your lower back, your belly, your hips. Most of all, softening the muscles in the thighs, the shins, the calves, ankles, and completely surrendering the feet. And just begin to pay attention to the breath, noticing the inhalation float in and the exhalation coming out. Let's find a couple deep breaths where you're at. One more big breath right here. And big exaggerated sigh. And slowly bring our knees into the chest. Hands come back either behind the thighs or over your shins, right below the knees. And just you can soften the legs so they're falling out. A little pressing of the knees towards the chest. Again, notice the spine. The spine should be completely soft, relaxed, and sort of kind of melting into the mat. Belly pushing down into the organs, towards the back of the spine. And in this moment, simply softening the thighs, the hips, the lower back, and having just a little tiny amount of pressure right below the knees, kind of sort of bringing the thighs towards the chest. Let's go ahead and release that right leg out. Left knee stays in the chest. And either interlace the fingers behind that left thigh or right below the knee and the left shin, and kind of let the left thigh completely surrender and relax. If you have more mobility in your leg to where it just falls to the side, option to unclasp the fingers and take the right arm out and just kind of find this nice cactus shape so that elbow's at the same level as the shoulder, softening the biceps and breathing into the stretch and into the hips. And let's bring the knee back towards center, extend that left leg long. Right knee comes in and interlace fingers either behind that thigh or right over the shin. And again, if you have that mobility and you're noticing that the leg is kind of falling out because your hips are open, option to take that left arm out like a little half goalpost or cactus arm. And breathe softness and relaxation into that left bicep, the left shoulder. And simply noticing the belly rising as you inhale and falling as you exhale. Let's take one more big breath right here. And exhale, release. Bring that knee into the chest, left knee comes in. Let's go ahead, bring the arms behind the head, stack them together, and let's press the feet up all the way into the air. I can't tell right now if this is gonna cut off my feet. So when you're ready, point the toes towards the face as you inhale. Use the exhale to point the toes away. 2 more times, inhale, exhale. Inhale, push up, and exhale, point away. Go ahead, bend the knees, inhale, and exhale, bring the knees to your right, and take the arms out like a T shape or goalposts. It's up to you. Knees to your right, take that gaze towards the left, and let's find 3 deep breaths right here. One more breath. And exhale, knees back towards center. Inhale. Exhale, knees to your left. Gaze to your right. Take one final big breath in here, and exhale, letting it go. Take the knees back towards the chest. Let's roll up and down the full length of the spine, coming up to seated. And let's find a nice crisscross applesauce position here. Taking the hands, set them out in front of you, and begin to walk the hands out in front, keeping a nice straight back. So bring the shoulders back, opening the chest, and kind of sort of like projecting it forward. You should be feeling a lot of stretch and pull in the outer thighs, maybe even the hamstrings, but mostly outer thighs and lower back. When you straighten the back and continue to bring yourself down, that is what is giving you that stretch, versus rounding, that gives you a completely different stretch. You always have an option to do whatever you want. And in this moment, see if you can keep that back long and straight, neck lengthening, maybe even tucking the chin towards the chest. Let's take one more breath, maybe walk the fingers a little bit out. And exhale, come all the way back. Let's uncross the legs, recross to the other side, same thing. Fingertips walk out. A little stretch here. One final breath right here. Let's use that exhale to walk our hands back. Now we're going to come into a shape as called half frog pose, okay? So let's extend that left leg nice and long. Left hip is going to come all the way down. Let's take that right knee, bend the right knee. Knee's going to be at the same level as your hip. And then that lower leg's gonna extend out, toes are gonna flex and point out. You wanna have a nice 90-degree shape on your left leg here, okay? And then just lower yourself down, either stacking a fist underneath the forehead or folding your arms, relaxing the head. You can also lay on one side of the face. Just find what is most comfortable for you and let this right hip soften and release and let go of any tension. We're going to be here for about 5 deep breaths. One more final breath where you're at. And exhale, we're gonna send that right leg all the way back, left side, bending that left knee, toes are flexing, coming out. Get nice and comfortable in here. Let the inner thigh sort of ground and root into your mat. And again, allow everything to soften, let go, release. Almost like melting into the earth. Let's take a final big breath right here. And exhale. Let's lift up. Take that left leg nice and long. Come all the way up into hands and knees. And we're just going to go through a few cat-cow stretches here. Make sure your hips are nice and planted over the knees. Shoulders are over the wrists. Drop the belly. Inhale, open the chest. Exhale, relax the head around the spine. Push the mat away. A couple more. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, open. Exhale, tuck the tailbone in, puff up between the shoulders, belly coming up, up, up. And exhale, bring that knee in. And that is your simple stretch, your post-walk stretch for today. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.